Hi, how are you? It's Ching, and this will be the last video for 2021. We're heading into a holiday time, Christmas and the New Year, and we'll start off again in 2022. You are so welcome if it's the first time you join us after the whole year, but no problem because video is always there. If you just check the playlist, you can find many other exercise that can help you. So usually Tuesday I will do more of a modern exercise, Western style, and Thursday I put out Qigong, Tai Chi Chuan, the Eastern. So it's kind of symbiotic. I love to combine both. Plus, I'm Chinese. So anyway, um, here we go. This is the last portion of the easy stretch. So we did all the easy quadricep, adductor, hamstring. Now there's another part of your arm that's used so much because our eyes in the front and our elbow always bend to do everything. If you're typing, you're what? Walking and texting, don't do that, right? And driving and cooking, right? Gardening, do everything. Hairdresser, dentist, with our elbows always bend, especially you go to the gym, you constant, right? You forgot to stretch. So the the two biceps, right? Biceps on the arm called bicep brachia. There's another biceps as part of the hamstring. We call it bicep femoris. So bicep on the arm, okay, is two joint and two muscle is a two head, okay? So it's a short head and the long head, that's mean biceps. So the distal is go to below your arm, below your humerus, so forearm. So if you do this, you can try to make like really strong right bicep showing up, you can see that tendon connect to the forearm. That's very tight because I was just saying, your arm always bend. You want to stretch it out. Why? So you walk comfortably, right? You don't want to bluff people and scare people. Okay, so now that's the distal end. The proximal end, that's been closer to your heart, okay? Two heads right there. You have one, the short head biceps go to the core process, okay? So that's also part of your scapula. Scapula is a really funny shaped bone, okay? If you go to, if you have my book, you will see the well-behaved scapula and the expressive arm. It will show you all the anatomy chart, okay? So here, and now that's a short head. Now, long head goes all the way also to the it's called a glenohumerus joint, so gleno fascia, okay? So where the humerus head goes to, so it hooks around top, connects. So you have the long head more to the lateral portion, the short head to the medial. We're going to stretch them today. First, we're gonna warm that up. So remember, your scapula can protract and retract. Elevate, depress. Let's just talk about those four. The protract we do all the time because your eyes in the front. So we get really compassionate when we when we do our daily chore, right? So gradually this is how we grow old with the forehead hunch back. And so remember I say posture shows age. So find that, understand the 5 checkpoints. If you don't, it's in the playlist. Try to find them. And so now we're going to do retract. When you retract, it means your scapula, the muscle between the scapula back here, called the rhomboid major and minor. When you retract, you can try, you pull the scapula, okay? My hand like scapula, you pull the scapula toward the center, which is your spine a little bit. Guess what? If you do that, that's the action. That's retract, the action. And when you do that action, you open the chest a little bit. So this indentation right here, right? Put your hands to feel, oh, the more you have, right? The more you're locked up, right? Without thinking to bring yourself back to nice neutral scapula. So what happens is not good because sometimes if your hands get all numb, because this is called brachial plexus going down. Plexus is like a highway junction, okay? So the the traffic is your nerve. The nerves going through there to create a brachial plexus and running down to your arm. But if you get a traffic jam right there, is sometimes your finger gets tingling, right? And so, and sometimes could be the carpal tunnel, could be come from here, could be come from the neck. So you're gonna follow through. So that's why bicep stretch is so important when you do it right. Okay, so we're gonna start the warm up first. So I'm gonna turn around. So I'm gonna nice and tall. Okay, I'm gonna interlace my fingers. Sometimes say, I can't do that. That's okay. Just reaching back. So idea is pull this together. You pull the scapula. So now the reason we interlace finger, it helps you a little bit. So inhale, exhale, retract 1. Hollow tongue, sit tall, retract 2. And 3. So I'm going to turn sideways. You can see my wrist, my body, from my feet to the top of my head is stabilized. So I can really isolate the movement. But if you everything exaggerate, right, you're going to get a terrible side effect and hurt your back. So just like the modern medicine, if you take a pill, right, you get some not so good side effect. Same thing when you exercise, you don't know the proper posture and the purpose of those muscles, what they do, you get terrible side effects, sometimes really bad, we'll call injury, right? So we're just stretching. Don't beat yourself up, but it's already probably say, oh my God, it's so tight. It's fine. Sometimes you can do this and add a rotation of your neck. Okay, so that kind of goes right through the, which is your, sorry, my microphone, that goes down to your scaling. And there's another video to show you how to stretch your neck too. So I'm going to hang on to the bicep today. So you see I'm setting up. That was warm up, right? Okay, so now I'm going to go to the stretch. Of course, short head and long head, right? The two stretch. I pulled out one of my jewel because usually you can put your hands right here and the arm goes back, the same legs as my right arm, right leg go forward. But it's a little hard to, I want you to see from the front. So I pull the jewel out, so you set it up. I'm trying to set it up properly for you. Okay, so the idea when I reach my arm back is actually diagonal. Naturally, if you point something behind you, you say, look at that, right? If it's really, really directly behind you, you will rotate the body, say, can you see that tree? Can you see that? And very seldom we go, look at that, right? It doesn't work. So not the palm up, palm down, and it's diagonal. When you body straight, the back is always diagonal. So I'm going to put my right hand first, and I'll try the other side for you. So right here, can you see it's diagonal? Now straight back, because now I'm going to roll my scapula to protract. I'm hurting myself now. I'm overly stretched those tendons. I want you to feel all the way down the whole line, right? We don't want to overstretch the tendon. I don't know who wants to. Some people do like that. A little extreme. Okay, so you ready? I'm right here. Perfect. I'm nice and tall. The right arm back, right leg stay forward. I'm lunging and bring my left leg back, same with my hip. I can step out a little more. So you see your tibia, your leg is perpendicular. I'm reaching out, okay? So you can slide the hands, adjust on the counter. On the exhale, open the chest, 1. Exhale, reaching back, 2, right? It's stretching, so you can create the opposition. So this stay here, the arm keep reaching back, so spiral back, 3. So some of you might feel the distal end gets really like screaming, it's fine. Inhale, exhale, your body says, oh God, I'm so tight. Inhale, exhale. Okay, let's do that one more time. Hollow your tummy, body straight, exhale. Okay, now come up. You're going to medial rotate, so your palms up now. When we get to long head tricep, long head biceps. Inhale, exhale a little more. 1. And keep reaching back, open the chest, 2. Inhale, exhale, 3. And inhale, exhale, 4. And inhale, exhale, 5. Sometimes when you stretch, you can tell which one's really in trouble. And 6. And you stay here, 3 breaths. don't do this. Can you see I just raise my shoulder? I want to really feel that scapula. Do a little bit retract here to help me open more. Then I lean forward, release the arm, come back, okay? So that your bicep brachial stretch is sometimes so painful, but if you somehow has injury there, don't go down so low. Just open with the palm down first, okay? So I'm coming over this side. Hey, I just so happen to have a doorknob. I can use the doorknob. So it's like you don't really need a counter. Doorknob helps. Doesn't matter what shape will be. And right, if you're very tall, at home, maybe you have a bar counter, go a little higher, just a little bit stretch. Find places so you can stretch anytime. So don't feel like you have to block a whole hour, do something. So this is individual. That's why I call it easy stretch. Anytime you have 4 or 5 minutes, do something. Okay, so from here, you're never bored. Okay, so here, diagonal back. Okay, so I'm step forward and the right leg back, left arm, left leg forward. So adjust yourself. So now, now I'm comfortable. Inhale, exhale, open that chest wide. So a little bit reach high, the scapula, close the rib cage, engage down 2. So some when you do this, I know I have clients, so they always say, sometimes your hamstrings start cramp up. Okay, so I'll show you sideways. So the back leg back, right? So here we go. So I give you extra bonus, which is the good one. But if your hamstring tight, it's gonna screaming at you. So you're gonna go back to the easy hamstring stretch, then come back. So now squeeze your glutes. You're gonna open the hip flexors. So if you sit for a long time, this is really good for you, right? You stretch out the hip flexor. You stretch out this because you've been in the computer or in the meeting, right? So we're so curious and very compassionate every time we work. Shoulder likes to come forward. So just remember, we see from eye, we listen from your ear. We're not listening with the chin. We're not listening with the shoulder, okay? So, sounds easy, right? But we're compassionate people, so we're showing a little too much. So inhale, squeeze your glutes, engage them, open chest. We are just gonna do 4 times right now. On the exhale, goes down 2. And exhale 3. And exhale 4. I'm gonna stand up first, then middle. So I rotate my hand on the handle, right, the doorknob. And exhale 1. Keep open that chest. Don't come in, right? Remember? Exhale 2. Squeeze your glutes, hollow your tummy. 3. Nice opening stretch. Reaching back. 4. 2 more times. This one might be a little tighter. 5. And the 6, okay? You lean forward, release your arm, and you step back together. And that's it for today. That's your bicep stretch, easy way. Don't twist so much. You don't know your the position of your arm, right? Here goes. So this area, 2 parts, right? Scapula and the arm, right? We love that yin yang philosophy. And then you move, but you have to move properly because your scapula has what, 6 movements. Your arm has 8 movements. Okay, I'm not going to talk about all those. I'm not breaking down. You can find my purposeful movement, the 9 focuses. 9 focus, well-behaved scapula. Sorry, and the expressive arm. So put them together properly and always stretch out because, right, our eyes in the front, everything we do involve the biceps and the scapula. I want to make sure you come from the perfect place, right? So, which is neutral scapula, no protract, retract. That's it for today. And introduce to you, my book is out. It's called One Body, One Life Within You Control. And it has its own book website. So this is where you can check. You can check about the author, which is me, of course, and the book, and there's a little bit insert of what the book is really, the how you say, excerpt of the book, and looking what's in. And website will be www.onebodyoneLifewithChing.com. Also, around the corner next year comes 2022. My workshop's going to kind of coincide with the book, and going to happen in February. So if you are interested how I teach and you want to learn properly, because right, so you can keep it for a long time because you learn it correctly. And so check my website and find all the workshop schedule. There are many of them, from the purposeful movement to injury-free exercise and to ageless exercise. So find the one. Hopefully start from the basic first. And that's it for today. And I hope to see you in the studio. Have a great time and a great week practicing. And also, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Take good care. Thank you.